Hi my angels, it's Hailey Reese and I hope that you guys are having a fantastic morning, afternoon, night, whatever it is for you when today's video finally reaches you. Today's video is interesting to me. As you guys know, if you've been here on my channel before, or maybe you've seen some of my videos in the past, occasionally here on my channel we dive into paranormal games, paranormal rituals, and kind of dissect the principle of the game, dissect why people play it, and then furthermore dissect why people should not be playing it if that's the case. And a lot of times when I do those types of videos, it's very evident to me why people shouldn't play those games or why I would advise maybe don't try them. But this one is so different to me, and that is the Hooded Man ritual. Now, this ritual is one that I don't really understand the purpose of, and so I wanted to share it with you guys because a couple of you have been asking me about it and really just hear your guys' opinion on this ritual. Before we get into today's video though, I would just very quickly like to thank today's video sponsor, Native. Now I'm not sure if you guys know this, but many conventional deodorants contain aluminum in them, which essentially plugs up your sweat glands to prevent you from sweating. However, not only is Native's classic deodorant vegan and cruelty-free, but it's also free of aluminum, parabens, sulfates, and uses ingredients that you can understand, like coconut oil. I started out with Native's Build Your Own Deodorant Pack, which is super easy. You essentially just pick 3 of your favorite bars. I chose coconut and vanilla, cucumber and mint, and lavender and rose. And let me just tell you guys, not only do these deodorants smell amazing, but they also last a long time, which is really important for me on important days because I'm not somebody who typically sweats. However, when I am stressed or having extreme anxiety, I will stress sweat, and these have been a lifesaver for me. Now, Native's Build Your Own Deodorant Pack is usually $30. However, you can save 20% if you click the link down in my description and use my code Hailey20. So thank you so much to Native for sponsoring today's video. Like I said, you guys, click the link down in the description and start feeling and smelling fresh with Native. But without further ado, let's dive into today's subject matter because it's really creepy, you guys. Like, I have read multiple forums on this particular game/ritual, and none can exactly explain what the purpose is. However, so many people have had traumatizing and terrifying experiences with this ritual, so it's really... Actually, you know what, to be honest with you, I feel like that's a little bit of the hype surrounding the ritual, is that people don't really know what could happen exactly, just that it's dangerous and just how to play the game, and so maybe that intrigues people to play the game even more. But as per usual with these types of videos, I'm gonna read to you guys a website that explains how to play the game. The really cool thing about this game, well, not really cool, but something that I found interesting about this game is that all of the different websites that explain how to play it pretty much say the exact same thing, which means that this is exactly how the game is supposed to be played. Because there are plenty of other paranormal games that when you go from one website to another, there's just certain details about the game that are different, or different warnings, or different potential outcomes, but this one has been the same across the board from what I've seen by looking into it. So without further ado, let's get into how people play it. So it begins. This ritual should not be attempted in a state of agitation, nervousness, or fear. As always, play at your own risk. Players, 1 player. Requirements: 2 black cords or ropes measuring ½ meter in length each. A telephone. If you have access to an old-fashioned rotary phone, it's suggested you use it, as it will provide the greatest effect. A modern touch-tone phone will also work, although it is recommended that it be of a corded variety. Cordless or cellular phones may present some difficulties and are not recommended. Matches or a lighter, a watch, and salt. Instructions. Prior to beginning, perform a cleansing ritual in the location of which you plan to perform the Hooded Man ritual. Burning a sage smudge stick and spreading salt or ash before the front door are recommended. 2. Shut all the doors, close all the windows, and draw all the curtains. 3. Turn off the lights, as well as all electronic devices. Set the 2 black cords, as well as the matches or lighter near the phone. 4. Empty your pockets of any power or protection items, but keep the watch on yourself, your person. Calling the cab. 1. Begin at night. 2. Sit down before the telephone and count to the number 13. Then, leaving the phone on the hook, dial the following number, 20496 and then 888. 3. Tie 1 black cord securely to the telephone's handset. Lift the handset by only holding the cord, then dial the following number, 255158823. 4. Count to 13 and set the handset down, but do not hang it back on the cradle. Speak the following words into the receiver. Hello, I need a cab. 5. Untie the first black cord from the handset and replace it with the second one, making sure to secure it tightly. Burn the first cord immediately if possible. If it is not possible to do it immediately, burn it as soon as you have completed the ritual. If you guys saw me just hesitating there for a second, it's because I have this weird fear that when I read certain things out loud that I'm I will freak. If I leave right here, right now, when I'm done filming and there is a cab waiting for me outside, I will just lose it. But let's continue. 6. Open the curtains and look out. If you've completed steps 1 through 5 correctly, you will see a black taxi cab parked outside. Exit the building, locking the door behind you, and climb into the cab's empty back seat. 7. Lock the cab door and go to sleep. And this is where it gets super weird, you guys. I really need to hear what you guys think because I can't follow along with the purpose of this ritual. During the ride. 1. When you awake, use your watch to check the time. 2. If your watch reads any time other than 3:30 a.m., exit the cab and re-enter your home within 2 minutes, proceeding to the ending step 1. 3. If your watch reads 3:30 a.m., go back to sleep. 4. When you awaken for the second time, you will find the cab to be driving on a highway with a man wearing a hood at the wheel. Do not do any of the following: panic, attempt to get out of the cab while it's moving, or speaking to any other passengers the cab may pick up. So in essence, after you've done all this, and once you awaken and you see a hooded man, don't panic. 5. When you're ready to end your ride, lean close to the hooded man's ear and say the following words, slowly and deliberately. I have reached my destination. You will fall asleep one last time, and when you awaken, you will have returned to your starting location. The ending. 1. Once you've returned to your starting location, seat yourself before the telephone once more and dial the following number, 2082. 2. Use the black cord to lift the handset, set it down, and recite the following words into the receiver. Thank you for the ride. 3. Untie the black cord from the handset. Burn it. Then bury the ashes of both of it and the first cord in the ground. Scatter salt over the top of the burial site. 4. Perform a cleansing ritual. Additional notes. Sage, salt, or other items of protection may be used during the cleansing rituals performed before and after the hooded man ritual itself. However, these items should not be carried with you while you are performing the hooded man ritual. Should you feel threatened, followed, stalked, or otherwise unsafe at any point, do not proceed. If you've not yet gotten to the back of the cab, don't enter it. If you have performed step 5 of during the ride. Panicking, attempting to exit the moving vehicle, or speaking to other passengers may result in fatal consequences. Do not, under any circumstances, perform those actions. Concerning the length of the cab ride, and here's where it gets really interesting. You may allow the cab ride to continue as long as you desire. However, it should be noted that the longer the ride, the more difficult it is to emerge from the landscapes through which the cab passes. Should you wish to return to the same world you left, it is recommended that you do not allow the cab ride to go on for undue amounts of time. It is unknown what happens when the cab stops. If you're feeling adventurous, you may attempt to find out, but don't count on being able to return home again once you get there. And that's the ritual. I don't know, you guys. First of all, most of these games, you're looking for some sort of an outcome, you're looking to see something. I guess here you're looking to be driven around by a hooded man, but I just don't understand why you're sleeping for the whole thing. Does anything happen while you're sleeping? And one other really important thing to note is that all the different rules of the games that I found on multiple websites and multiple forums said that nobody knows or nobody's ever spoken about what the ultimate destination is. And it's believed that if you don't burn the black cords, you may be allowing things to enter into this dimension. And it's also believed that the more you travel through on this cab ride, the harder it is to get out because you're going through different dimensions. I don't know, you guys. Like, do you guys know anybody who's ever tried this? Do you guys have any theories as to what exactly this ritual is? Like I said, to me, it just doesn't make much sense. It sounds incredibly creepy, and I do have to say that if I was dialing all of those random numbers and a black cab came out in front of my house, I'm not necessarily positive, number one, I could fall asleep, but number two, that I would ever want to get in that cab. Like, how creepy is that? Like, I don't know. It just screams danger all around. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this ritual. I truly don't have much thought other than that it really concerns me, the steps you have to take after you've burned those cords. Like burying them in the ground and then putting the soul, it just screams spiritually dangerous to me. But I want to hear what you guys think, so make sure you let me know in the comments below. And that is it for today's video. Once again, I want to thank Native for sponsoring this video. And if you guys are new to my channel or you are just not yet subscribed but you do enjoy my videos or you want to hear some more creepy content, make sure you guys go ahead and click that subscribe button. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. It makes my heart super happy knowing that you guys enjoy my content. With that being said, remember my loves, do all things with kindness. And until next time, I love you.